I do, don't I? I mean, you see me, I'm actually compositing this through some software called OBS. So it allows me to focus in on what I'm trying to show, but if we ever need to, I can share it. What exactly, I guess I'm not actually understanding. Oh, gotcha. All right. So the reason I don't share my screen is because I'm compositing this through OBS. It gives me more control over the recording, particularly over the audio and how I composite scenes together. And at the end, what it does is it gives me a camera, essentially, that has the composite video that I'm looking at. So instead of sharing my screen, it always thinks it's using my camera, but it's actually a virtual camera that is my screen. So you're actually getting my screens. We're just getting it just to Webex. It looks like my camera input, and maybe that's why this kind of jumps off to somebody else's screen every now and then, or camera every now and then. But that's the reason is because I can composite it with this OBS software, and it allows me to put things together a little more nicely and have transitions a little more naturally. Well, you should be. So if you, all right, so that's because you're not using Webex as efficiently as you could. So let's come up here and take a look at something while we're going. We've got a few minutes. Maybe this will save us some time later. Okay, this is, there we go. Now we have an infinity because I'm sharing my screen of my screen. But this is, this is essentially the Webex window in here. So if you look, and let's move this aside so you don't. Sometimes the automatic screen transitions kill me. Okay, so this is, the right. So you have up here, right? That's probably what you're seeing. Yeah, that's useless when we have this many people. So if you come up and this is better, right? That will show you, my screen up here and then small people here. Or what I even like to do is this shows you just you down in this corner here and then just me up here. So if you do that, that makes it much more efficient. And you can see that as I go down and pull this off the screen, what you actually see is just my, just my screen. So that's my recommendation. And I apologize. There's these little tricks with Webex that we should be showing you every now and then, but that should make it a little bit better for you. Does that help? Yeah. Sorry about that. If I had realized that was a problem, I would have gone over that long ago. But now we have. Webex is not my first choice. But we hate to introduce you guys to like 10,000. It is weird. We hate to introduce you guys to 10,000 different things for each class. We feel it was bad enough that we made you use Submiti, but it's really something that the CS department has been using pretty regularly for a while. And a lot of our lectures and a lot of our tests, gradables, all that is built on top of Submiti. So we had to introduce it anyway. So, hey. If you guys start working on, when you guys get past data structures and you want to start working on some open source projects as kind of you can do it as part of your free electives. There's a place called Arcos. Hopefully you were introduced to it during the Meet Your Advisor Day stuff if you're freshmen, or you've heard about it otherwise if you're not. And Submiti is actually an Arcos project, and they are more than happy to. Well, I'm not going to say more than happy. They tolerate. They have a website on GitHub. You can post issues so that they know when you're having problems. And most of the development on it has been done by Professor Barb Cutler, a few graduate students, and a whole army of undergrads. So if you want to get involved with that, you can actually make Submiti better. And we would all thank you. And by the way, it gets markedly better every year.